Hello everyone, it is time for a mid-pay period check-in, and I have the person that won the cash envelopes. She did claim her prize. They were mailed to her Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember, but they were mailed to her. She did claim them. Congratulations. I hope you use them. I hope you enjoy them. This was our October 2nd budget that we did. And these are what we're going to go through today. Is our spending. Now, 60 of that is mine. And like I have said before, my husband's is put into an envelope in the house. This is just my personal wallet here. And, well, not really personal. This is, I carry it because, I'm typically the one that buys the groceries. And I'm usually with him when he buys gas. So I usually keep this with me. But, he can get money out of it anytime he wants to. But I'm typically the one that carries it. And my spending money is $60 for 2 weeks. He gets $100. Excuse me. He gets $100. He gets $50 a week to take to work because he is gone 3 days, 3 nights away from home during the middle of the week, and for whatever he needs. And I don't ever ask him if he had anything left over. He just, does what he wants to with that $50. But I have only got $27 left over, so I'm going to be real careful this next week and not go over that $27. Now, that $27 does not include fabric, thread, anything to do with my sewing. It has nothing to do with that. That has to do with if I decide to go by McDonald's and get a sweet tea, or if I am out and about and I haven't had any lunch, which I usually haven't had lunch till 2 or 3 o'clock, or 3:30 sometimes. I might stop while I'm in town and get me a sweet tea and a McDouble at McDonald's, or a barbecue sandwich or something like that. And that is, basically what that is for. Just kind of running around money, and I have spent $33 so far. And in the gas envelope, have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 25, 26. So out of the 150, we have spent $24 on gas. And I haven't put any in my truck since last pay period because we filled it up. And I just haven't been. I've been to the post office. It's about 5 miles away. Been to town a couple of times. It's about 15 minutes away, something like that. And so we have $124 left over. So it looks like we're going to have some money to take out of that on Friday when we restuff our envelopes. And groceries, we have a lot left over because, frankly, I haven't bought any groceries. I have bought some supplies for the house, but I have not bought any groceries. Well, I've spent $13 at the grocery store the other day to go and get me some things for lunch while I'm working. I went and got me some sandwich stuff and a couple of things like that. And I spent $13 on lunch stuff for me this week. We have 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 5, 10, 15, 16. We have $216 left in our household running budget. I'm going to have to go and get some dog food. I think I'm going to have to, and I do need to go and get some groceries, but I just haven't had time, haven't taken the time to go and do that yet. So it looks like we may, except for my spending, it looks like we may have some cash left over in that envelope. Now, if you remember, when we unstuff these 3 envelopes, eating out, we didn't spend anything. We still have $70 in there. We could actually be nice to go somewhere this weekend and eat out. Let somebody else clean up the mess. And in fun money, we have money in there too. And I put that in there because we went to South Alabama. last weekend to see the grandkids, and I took that just in case we decided to do something fun, and we did not. I cooked the whole time I was there. So, but what we take out of these 3 envelopes, the groceries, gas, and my spending, I have a jar that I put that excess in, and also clean out my change part of my wallet. And if you saw that the other day where I emptied all that into the jar, it had a little bit of change in the bottom, and it had a few bills in it. I don't remember how much it was, but I had another container that I had been dropping change in, so I decided to pour it out of that container into that jar, and it completely filled that jar up all the way to the top. It was heavy, and I decided, yeah, I was just moved yesterday. Can't explain it, but I've got a little great niece that was born back in April, and her mother and father are very big budgeters and big, huge Dave Ramsey fans, and so I was just moved yesterday to give that jar to her as a gift. Her name is Vivian. She's a sweet, sweet baby, biggest, prettiest blue eyes you've ever seen, and her mother and daddy were tickled, and so they're going to be putting that into her savings account. They'll have to roll up the change, but I don't have any idea how much money was in that jar. It was probably maybe close to $200 by the time the change was counted and everything, but I was just moved to give that to her. And then I've got another little great niece that's 10, and she was there, and so I promised her the next one if she would put it in her savings. So I have a really, really cool story this week about this sinking fund, the house insurance. And as I have stated before, house insurance, we pay that every 6 months, and our property tax was going to be due at around the same time that the house insurance was due. Actually, those bills came in the same day. And when they were added together, I went in the house, pulled this sinking fund out, and counted it, and it was $11.90 short of what I needed to pay those 2 bills. Now, one of those bills was $363, and one was $168.10, I think, or 90 cents, $168.90. And those two added up together, I was $11.90 short on being able to pay both of them. And you say, oh, well, bless your heart. No, I am extremely grateful and blessed, because instead of having to be out of pocket, whatever $363 and $168.90 is, being out of pocket that much at one time, I went to the insurance company, I paid the insurance for 6 months, and then the property tax is not actually overdue until January the 1st. So I will be starting to stuff this envelope again. I had stopped stuffing it because I thought it had enough in it. Lesson learned. And I will start stuffing this one again next payday. But it was so nice to walk in the insurance company, count out $363, and it did not sting at all. Did not have to write a check for it. It did not sting. It was very pleasant to pay the house insurance, if that is possible. But anyway, that is our check-in midway through payday. Also, I've had some people to comment about the Kool-Aid pie that I mentioned in my pantry video that I did. And so I am going to make one of those next Thursday. We have dinner at my sister's on Thursday nights. Everybody, the men folks can't be there because my brother-in-law is a over-the-road truck driver, and my husband is a paramedic, and they're both gone. So it's mainly women and children, and my niece's husband, Vivian's daddy, is always there, so he's kind of outnumbered while he's there. But I'm going to make one of the Kool-Aid pies to take over there next Thursday night, and I will show you how to make one of those. And you think, oh, that just, doesn't sound good. I'm here to tell you it's delicious. Especially if you like a key lime pie, or if you like lemon pie, they're great. But you can make them in any flavor that Kool-Aid comes in, and that is a lot of flavors. And so the lemon pie doesn't really change colors. Like, say if you were going to make one that was raspberry or strawberry, those would be either blue or pink. The lemon, it just doesn't change the color that much, but it is absolutely fantastic. It's like going to a restaurant and getting a piece of lemon pie after, like at a seafood restaurant where they usually sell key lime pie, and it is absolutely fantastic, and it's only 4 ingredients, and I'm going to show you how to make a Kool-Aid pie probably next Wednesday night, because you need to put them back in the refrigerator and let all the ingredients get firm and cool again before it's, you know, presented and cut. So I will probably make one of those next Wednesday night and show you how to do that. And also I have started a second savings account that I will be sharing with everyone. Actually, when we got through with our budget last week, we had $1,500 left over, and I opened up a new savings account for that $1,500, and I want to do a challenge in 6 months to see how much I was able to save out of our income versus our outgoing money. So right now that account sits at $1,500, and so we're gonna watch that grow. Also, my first truck payment is due next Saturday, the 17th, and I am paying an overage of almost twice what is the first payment is, and I'm going to make up a graft, or not a graft, but I might find me a truck or something, a picture of a like a coloring book page of a truck, and draw it off in lines or blocks or something, and each block representing a certain amount of money that the balance is coming down, and when we get the truck colored completely in, it'll be paid off, and that will be great. Because I told my husband when we bought it, it was financed for 7 years, which makes my stomach hurt. I said, I will be 63 years for this truck. I'll be 63 years old before this truck is paid off. And I'm 56. So, but I plan on driving this truck and keeping it maintained well, which my husband is a stickler for that, and keeping it maintained well. And I plan on driving this truck till my children take my driver's license away from me, until they are having to drive me around and take me places to buy groceries and whatever I need. I plan on driving this truck until I plan on this being the last vehicle that I buy. It can, like, you know, I'm not saying that I'm going to stop driving at 60 years old. No, I can't do that. But if I keep it maintained, keep the oil changed, you know, keep it serviced and all of that, there's no reason why this truck would not last me 20 years. So I might stop driving at 76. Who knows? But it would be a lot nicer ride if it was paid off. My favorite model of a vehicle is paid off one. So anyway, I gotta go let the pets back in. Hello. Hey. Thank y'all all so very much, and join me Friday for our budgeting video. Thank you. Bye-bye.